Okay guys, here we go. It is Thursday. We are, I guess I'll just kind of start. I'll try not to move too fast with the camera. Lights are on. We kind of had to fabricate the brackets because he had the old brackets, so kind of had to move the, yeah. I'm tired. Today, here's our pressure treat. Today we are cleaned up. We are kind of going through the last bit of stuff. We finished the oil. We finished going through all the areas of the house. We're going to have to do a little bit of touch up on the body tomorrow. But we are at that end point right here. Tomorrow we will show up and we will start working on these stairs. So just for the sake of bolts. So we had enough to get on some of these, but we actually put bolts with a heavy malleable washers in them, every one. And then we also went and got some new lags on ones that were still loose that we couldn't, when we tried to tighten them, if they kept spinning, we got new ones. And we had to go different sizes, but like that's new as well. And then we ran a lot of them through. They'll be cut like that guy. They'll be cut as we get to them. Like when we take these stairs off, I can get a saw in there, and so we'll cut those. So I'm just gonna walk some of these, like new, solid. I mean, it's nice. Both of those again. Some we didn't have to use, like those lagged out, so we didn't have to use these guys right here, and we tried to save you some money. So whenever we ran into those, we would say, okay, so let's not use those. But I mean, those two right there, new as well. Two more new ones. And then all the way down, all these are new. Every one. So we have some touch-ups that we're going to be going through tomorrow, and like we like to do some of these edges and stuff. But new, two more new. These went the opposite. Two new there, new one there, two new there, two new there. And then when we start on these guys here as well. New, all of them down the line. Now, reason being, you tighten one or two of these down, it just moves down the line. Now look at this now, I'm sure you can't see it, but I've got almost no play. So hopefully, new ones. Some areas, we didn't need them. Some areas we tried to save you a little bit of money, like right here. Those are the originals, but they are into a solid board in the back. Hence why we were like, you know what? We're not going to mess with those. It's hot today. So, I'll walk this way. We're still going to kick dirt back onto the building. You know, we just we want to get at the stem wall best we can. Still have some touch-ups. Like we go around, find stuff like that with a brush. But look at that, isn't that just gorgeous? We're painting the trim right now as we speak, and then we're going to start staining this deck. But I mean, look at that. That's nice. What else do we got in here? Painted the lights. This area, we're doing another coat on this trim down here because it was pretty bad. Pulling masking, kicking rocks back, getting everything ready. So back to these bolts. Again, brand new. And this whole deck, brand new. This whole deck all the way down was new. As are these too. You did a couple of those, I believe, too, and we put new ones too. So some of these, I mean, we couldn't replace with that washer in the top, so we went with the other washers, but all of those guys are done. And there's no wiggle. And that's kind of the whole idea, is we want the ability to have no wiggle. We want it to be, the whole idea of the whole gig is to make sure that it feels like a new deck. So that's why we put so many bolts in the top and so many screws. So I built a brace in here because when they cut this, they cut it wrong. So we noticed just from walking on it. So I went ahead and I put a brace. I built a brace right there, and we stained that in too, and then we painted that gutter obviously. But we stained that in so it has a really nice look. I just was not impressed with how they did it. So we did it right. All that's painted down there. So that's why this is no longer a weak point anymore. So here's some of the redwood that we purchased that you can see now prior to staining here in a few minutes. So okay, it's pretty good chunks. There's one of the 24s. And then we did 2 pieces of cap there, a piece there, this entire piece all the way down, and then all the way to there. Did all those. Show you the house. These lights are amazing. So we're starting on this right now. Doors. Ba-bam! Pine. It came, I mean, that looks really good. I mean, if you look at it from a point of view, not our point, you know, like if you look at it just from a homeowner's point of view, it's beautiful. But I just dissect it and I go through it and I find like the light marks. And this is 3 coats of stain. Massive. I mean, it's 5 gallons of a natural stain. But this guy, you know, whoever, maybe a woman, I don't know, whoever did it, they pressure washed the living heck out of it with a red tip. So even areas we can't sand all of it out. But I mean, it came out pretty good. Painted the speakers. Did our touch up so all the windows are clear. This door, we also got that guy painted. Doop-de-doo. Looks silver in the sunlight, but it's that actual hammered color. There you go. Door locks are all done. Moving, shaking. So I believe the light that you were going to replace was up there. We are still, this light right here needs to be replaced for us. So I need to see if it's one of those hanging ones. I would suggest on that area a motion, but I don't know if you have an extra one here. The next one is this light down here. There's a guy with a gutter. He just carries that around all day. So we did some more prep on, we're doing some more prep on some of these. It's just super problematic. This is, I think I should have suggested louder about going to the stain. The stain on that would have been similar. We would have got the same contrast, and it'd be a lot like cooler when you touch it. You're like, oh. But it is just hot, so we're puttied that. We're going to sand it all down. This right here, we're going to stain that, one of the very last things, and then we'll rake up the area and take our trash. All through here, all the way to the back of the house is done. Has a very nice contrast, does it not? This is how we had to do the corners of these guys, is we just had to kind of cut them. You don't really notice unless you get up underneath and look. I mean, just, so here's an issue that we're going to be dealing with on this. This was pressure washed, scraped, primed, and we're probably still going to have to do a little more work because it's just the checking. This wood right here is the worst on the entire house. This is the worst area, just this little square right here. So we'll be working on that a little bit tomorrow as well. And then again, like on the bolts right here. Every one. So some of them, if we could use a 1/2 inch, that's what we did. And then some, when we ran them out of 1/2 inch stuff, then we said, okay, let's go get, let's go to a bigger one. And so that's why we went to a bigger one. So that's what we're doing with that. And so garage, that door's done down there. So that's about 10 minutes here on this video. Tomorrow we'll do even more detailed. As you can see, we're moving. Okay, last thing, and I'll let you go. These guys. So we have 2x4. We have 2x4. Let's see if I can see there. Yeah, so we have 2x4 pressure treat. Now, granted, they're going to be a little light on the ends. We're going to leave this the body color. This will be a little light because it's first cut, but it'll darken up. And they use nails in there. My theory on that is we're not going to do that. I want to put a huge lag right there and then some deck screws. I try to want to make it as solid as I can. So I'll show you what we picked up. These are the ones that I bought today. And if I can, I might use 2 on each one. So it's nothing too crazy. All we got is a washer and these guys. So that that's what we're running there. So out of all those bolts, these are just the ones that we took out, but out of every bolt on this building, and all the stuff we bought, these are all the ones we took out that were cruddy. This is the only extra we had out of all of them. So, I mean, we could take that back, but it would be about $5. So, I figure we'll see at the end of the job, but that is it. That is the only extra we had. We went through and put them on. I mean, we put them on. There's all our stain for tomorrow, this afternoon. So, again, now we're going to put a motion detector on that light, and that one you've already provided. So we'll do that tomorrow. But, yeah, we're at the tail end. We got one more day. So we are very excited to have one more day because we are tired. This one was a tough one. So that's where we're at. And yeah, we'll talk soon. Thank you.